Mm. Hello. Hold on. Hey, Robin. I'm looking because I'm very new to streaming. I mean, I've done it a couple times, and I'm a boomer. So, I was just looking, and under my live stuff, it says upcoming, and it says one. I had one 15 minutes ago, so I don't understand what that's about. But yeah, you're about to clock in, huh? All right, so you be listening. Glad you showed up. I don't know who will show up. But who cares, right? Who cares? Oh boy, you do, huh? Oh, that's no fun. It's been a long time since I had a job, but I remember my favorite job in the whole world. I worked. Yeah, it was me on panel. Um, I wrote back in your comment section. You probably didn't see it yet. But hey, Be Fancy. Good morning. Are you a different name that I should know, or are you new? Be Fancy. Wondering if you're Be Real or not sure. But anyway, yeah, my favorite job ever was at a car dealership. I was like 19 years old, and awesome job. I mean, the people were so fun, but my boss was just a misogynistic control freak weirdo. You never knew what personality you were going to get. It was awful. I ended up quitting because of him, but I still miss that job 30 years later. Still miss it. Do you want to, oh, just B. Okay. Yeah, I know. B. I can usually figure them out by the avatars, but sometimes because there's a lot of B's. um, Functional, not okay worker, been working. Only one breakup. Let's see here. Oh, let me put you. I forgot to put y'all on my screen here. My eyes are awful lately, so I gotta watch on my TV to see what's happening. Doo-doo-doo. All right. All right. Yeah, okay. Didn't see it yet. Your words hit deep. I'm a functional, not okay worker. Been working 25 years with only one break of no job, 1 week unemployed. Oh, I bet. I bet. I mean, I worked until I started having kids when I mean, since let's see, I had my daughter at 20. And so, let's see, um, when I started having kids, I got three. I stayed home and raised them. I was blessed, to be able to do that. So I've had one job, um, while I was still married. It was when I was pregnant with my son. That was in-home care, in-home health care. But since I'm disabled now, so I'm home. Too much time on my hands. Yes, it was Be Fancy. It was a great stream. I agree with you. I was grateful that she let me up there and was kind, because I've been pretty critical, Granny. But I'm always down for the cause, you know? Like, anyone that's talking about addiction, how it affects people, yeah, it's a rough topic. I mean, it affects so many people, and the damage it causes. You know, the damage it causes is it's probably one of the hardest things to overcome for people. You know, it's a really hard road. Yeah, actually, Granny was the first panel I was ever on. What, a couple years ago? We were talking about Betty. I don't remember what was going on, but Betty was having a rager, you know, having like a fun week. So I forget what was going on, but I got up there and talked about Betty. But I've decided since my Betty days, I don't like joining lynch mobs anymore. You know, like um, which is what's going on around here in a lot of ways. So I always gotta, like, YouTube. I spend way too much time on YouTube, but I gotta really keep a balance, you know, because it does affect your mental health if you get like too involved. Like I noticed the last few days. Oh, for sure they're a mess. I mean, the last few days, I've found myself um, getting really, really angry. And when I get really angry with someone, everything about them, like the everything about them, just makes me insane. And that's the time for me to kind of back off, because I just like, you know, it. Ugh. Let's see, due to following orders, but now it's going legal. I'm in bookkeeping now, the one holding the bag. Hostile work environment. Oh, it's so stressful. It is, because I've been there too, you know, and it affects you when you're not at work and when you're at work, and it's, oh, I can feel, I can just I feel like I get all tensed up thinking about it. I'm sorry, Robin. Yes, it is a rough time. Good, very good, because for me, um, Christmas is really hard. You know, it's like, first of all, I can't really do anything concerning my family, because it's a bunch of drunks, you know, like typical Irish family. Um, and like the last time I went to a family function was a few years ago. Well, it was probably like 5 years ago. Because I've been clean off heroin for 9 years, but I've had relapses with drinking, very short relapses, like maybe a week tops, you know, like a few of those. And one of those times was Thanksgiving. And when my brother always has a big party. Well, yeah, has a big party, and I Had no intentions at all of drinking. And within an hour there, I was drinking, and then I was good for like an hour, and then I was waking up on the couch the next morning, you know, wondering where the fuck my son was. You know, I knew he was good because we were with family, but it was like, and I had no intention, you know, no intention, and it just that's how fast, you know, like a relapse can sneak up on you. So yes, no intention, and it's like, but you know, I had no intention, but I should have known my triggers. I should have known, you know, I wasn't, you know, holidays are a horrible time for me. I should have known. And now I don't. Now I know. So it was a learning experience, you know, but it's made it to where I just can't be with my family on the holidays. I sit home alone, which, don't get me wrong, I actually really enjoy it because my son, you know, like my kids go to the family functions, but nope, I stay home and watch Netflix, and I don't mind it at all because I really do. I hate the holidays. It's just, and I, you know, I have seasonal depression, major depression, so it gets really bad in the winter. I'm pretty good so far, but the night is young, so they say. Sit home alone too. Yes, yeah, and you know, it's like I'm almost embarrassed to say no. Like Thanksgiving, I sat home alone and ordered something from DoorDash to eat. I don't remember what it was, but um, nothing special. But I enjoyed it, you know. But I don't like to tell people, no, I'm just sitting home by myself, because then people feel bad for you. But hey, don't feel bad for me. I love my quiet, my solitude. You know, I love it. So don't feel bad for me. I'll do the same on Christmas and New Year's. No problem with that. Yeah, I was looking at my studio. Last time I went live was in June. I've only gone live a few times, but yeah, the cats and plants are being fine being alone. The frozen, yep. I'll make some mac and cheese or whatever. Yeah, but like I was saying, you know, the last few days, why is it on there? Last few days I've been getting really angry because oh yeah, seasonal affective disorder. Yeah. And you know, I mean, I'm really prone to I'm really prone to just like isolating in the house. That's my biggest danger zone. So it's hard for me to get out even in the summer, you know. Um and you know, just due to I've been doing outreach. um I'm in Milwaukee, and I do outreach, you know, with for the I work with an organization that works with like the homeless, trafficked and addicted. um and I used to be able to do that um twice a month. I could do it more, but I did it twice. We had 2 Saturdays a month, and it takes all day, and I absolutely love doing it, and I haven't been able to for ever since I've had COVID. I've had breathing issues, and you know, going through the whole doctor things again. But I really miss it. You know, it just not being able to do it is really depressing sometimes. And that's a big part of my sobriety. You know. Okay, Robin. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good day. Try. um, yeah. My you could there's ways to get a hold of me in my description if you need to get a hold of me at all, Robin, anytime. But yeah, seasonal affective disorder is awful. So but I miss I miss doing it because that's a big part of my sobriety. You know, it's my purpose. It's kind of my purpose in life, and keeps me. It did for a long time. Kept me in good shape. You know, because it's really, you know, you got to be moving a lot, and so. But hopefully, yes. Okay. Yes, we will. I will. I will. I really think I want to make this kind of a thing, you know. But I will do it. I'm just gonna, you know, sit and bullshit for a live or two and see if I can get some more people in, and we can pick up a little steam that way. Because I think there's a big need. I think there's a big need. When I was on Granny's yesterday, just watching the chat. Well, I actually went back after to read the chat because I wasn't reading the chat when I was up there, and I'm not good. I can't read and talk at the same time. It amazes me when streamers do that. It's like, man, I mean, I know it just takes practice, but it's like I want to be able to do that. but when I was up there, I was like, man, there is such a need. People want to talk about this stuff. People need to talk about this stuff. And thank you. Okay, looking forward to it. Um, and I think, and I've been, you know, I have a good friend. I'm down to one good friend on YouTube, and I'm good with that because I did the whole air quote friend thing, and none of it ended well. But um, she's been telling me for a couple years she's like, you need to start a channel. You need to, you know, you got shit people, you know, you got shit to say, and, you know, and it's, yeah, it just motivated me yesterday because they really see a need. Like, people need a place. There's a real void in this community for, places people can talk about this stuff. People people have things to say. You know, we have stories, and I'm all about leading by example. You know, as far as addiction goes. You know, because I mean, I was 9 years ago. I was strung out, skinny, toothless, almost homeless, and I was addicted for 30 years. And if I can do it, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's my message, plain and simple. You know, I'm a hope dealer. Self-proclaimed. I'm gonna share this out real quick. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Share this out to X. See if anyone else wants to talk. I don't do anything on X anymore, really either. I used to be really active, being an asshole. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm sharing, making a post. Alright, there we go. So, yep. When two or more are gathered, you are correct. Yeah, especially for women too. I know there are a couple that are done by men. There's some things they can't relate to. Oh, my TV's behind. There it is. Especially for women, there's a couple that are done by men. things I can't. I don't do. Yes, there is a void. Um, there's a lot. I've noted. I've seen. I mean, I've always known it, but there's a lot of addicts who've come through, and there's a lot of addicts that are still suffering that I'm sure don't want to speak up or aren't ready yet. But that's who ultimately I like to reach. I just want to. I just like throwing seeds out there. I like to throw in the seeds, and some of them land in the gravel, and nothing comes of it. But some of them land in fertile ground, and they grow. So maybe someone out there. I mean, miracles happen every day. Maybe there's something I or someone in the chat will say that hits someone. You never know. You never know. Can y'all hear my fan? I forgot to turn it down. But if it's whooshing in the back, I'll turn it down. Good. Good, Robin. I'm glad. That makes me so happy. When I saw your comment this morning, I'm like, yes, that's success to me. Okay, it's good. It's not bad. Good. Um, that's success for me. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. And I'm not about, it's real easy to, especially with Brittany, it's really easy to get critical. And believe me, like when I'm chatting somewhere, I delete a lot of shit before I send it, because it's it really messes with you, and I get so angry, and it's really hard. Like it's a train wreck. You can't look away. It's like why I sit. If I could kick my own ass, I would a lot of times, because I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this shit? And it pisses me off so much. What am I doing to myself? Like, this is not a good thing to be doing, but it's hard to look away. And it's everybody's talking about her. Everybody's covering her. And it just, I was her. I was her. And all I can think, when I hear kids in the background, all I can think is, you will probably really, really regret all of this one day. And I know what that pain is like and that guilt is like. And it's really a shame to see it happening and unfolding live in real time. And I worry, I mean, how bizarre to worry about someone over the internet. I worry about her kids. I don't want to speak on her kids, but they're there. They're in our face. We know they're there, and that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. Oh, yeah, good, very good. I used to be. I don't know. Whoops. Wow, the wrong one. I um I used to go on Britney's panel. I used to be a supporter of Britney. I mean, earlier in this year. And I had never watched Britney prior to this whole anti-Britney fucking movement, Um, you remember, okay. And I defended her at first because I knew nothing about her, really. I never watched her before. And people were like, Britney, Britney. So I started watching, and I sat in the bushes for a couple of months. And then I started chatting, and I'm like, I don't see what is so bad about this girl. I just don't get it. And she wouldn't cam up at that time, and people would be like, she's falling asleep, she's nodding out, and I'm like, you know what? This could be, I go through all the things in my head. This could be sleep apnea. This could be a medical condition. This could be, I said that these are all the things I said. I really believed her. I really believed her. And usually I can, sniff that shit out like real quick. But without a visual, it's really, once I saw her but yeah. And you know what? You know what? um, and I always thought, oh, that can't be for real. That can't be for real. But I know there's a video out there. I should go find it. If either of you know who has it, I think maybe it's. Wait, who was it? I could find it, but of all the mods. But you're right. I mean, and that's what I mean, I'm just fascinated by human behavior in general, which is why I'm here. Wolfie, it's probably Wolfie. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, that it was Wolfie, but maybe Mal. I don't know. Or nonsense. I'm not sure. I'll find it though, because I really should watch it, because I always question that 200 mod thing. But just in the year I've been watching her, a lot of people have left. And if it's been like that the whole 3 years she's been on mine, then yeah, I believe it. I believe the 200. Because, I never had like a falling out or anything with Brittany. I just started seeing, people were threatening her and people were doing this. And I would text her, I'd tell her, you need to report this. You need to get something on file. You need to, this and that. And I would tell, but I would see no action. She just wanted to come on and complain every day and not do anything about it. And I'm sorry, but like everybody here says, I've been screaming this forever. It's like, I'm not going to care about you more than you do. I'm just not. Because I learned that, like, when I first got sober, the first couple years, I took a lot of people in. People that were torn between, because I did what's it called? IOP, day treatment. I did day treatment for like a year and a half when I first got sober. And so I took in a lot of people that were being forced to choose between getting a job or coming to treatment every day, and I gave them, I probably, there were probably over the course of a couple years, I probably took in like 15 different people. And so I used to just bend over backwards and I would start doing like work for them, and then I'm like, whoa, I learned my lesson with that. It's like, I'm here, where I'm at. I give people I'm here, and if you need anything, I can find resources. I can be, I give you advice from my perspective. I give them the spiel, where I'm at, and now it's up to you, balls in your court. I've really learned how to do that, because it's really easy to take on too much and want to fix the world, especially when you're on that pink cloud and you want to you want to save the world, and you think you know everything about recovery. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, I just I would tell people, you can stay at my house. You don't have to pay me anything, but the condition, I didn't put many condition. I don't put condition on shit. But if you're living in my house, you're gonna be doing treatment every day. That's the whole thing. You know, you're gonna be doing your treatment. So that was it. And you got to stay sober. You can't be using my house. You know. And I actually only had to ask one person to leave. And we were really good friends. And I remember one Christmas Eve, I was putting him in an ambulance because I thought he had alcohol poisoning. You know, I don't have a sense of smell. So I couldn't tell that he was drinking. He had been drinking for like a week or two before I started noticing. And you know, so he could, you could come right up to me and talk to me and I would not smell alcohol on you. And he knew that, you know, like he just knew, he figured that out. But he was the only one that really went off the rails, and we're still friends today, you know. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost me anything for you to, you know, sleep on my couch or whatever. If it's gonna help someone, you know, work their program, I'm down. So anyway, but so so yeah, but I just saw it with Brittany. I was like, this girl ain't doing nothing. So then I just kind of backed off and I just watched. You know, I just watched. Then she cammed up and was nodding out on camera. And I'm like, okay, now I know. You know, like there's no mistaking it. And I have gotten so much criticism. Is he sober today? You know what? I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's that, I don't know. I really don't know. I should. He's not. He's in another state now, so the only way we've really communicated is through Facebook, and I fucking hate Facebook. Um, but the last time I did see something about him, he claimed he was sober. So hopefully, um, why? What does this mean? I wonder. What does this mean? You've got a little be fancy. I'm just because I don't know how to work your two of your. I wonder if that means it's held for review or something. No, I don't know. There's a little question mark on your whatever, but yep. Hopefully, his name is Joe, and I love him dearly. Let's see. Brother was in and out, but was in one of those after drinking, wrecked his brain. Then he ran away with another guy he met there. Yeah, he OD'd. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. Yeah, it's a lot of a lot of those connections are made in rehab or in, you know, treatment where you meet the wrong people. That's why I really kind of didn't hang out a lot with people from treatment, because when you're newly, you know, because there were, you know, for sometimes it was like I was there for a year and I had a year of sobriety. Some of these people had like 2 weeks, and it's like not a good idea. You know, it's like you know, and when you're both new to treatment, it's just not a good idea. It's not a good idea to hang out with newly, because, you know, then it becomes, you know, you get that itch, and like in a second, like we were saying before, Robin, um, in a second you can be like, hey, can you get some? Yeah, you got some. You got a plug? Okay, yeah, cool. Let's go. You know, that's how fast it is. That's how fast it is. You know, 1 minute you're on your way to a meeting, next minute you're on your way to the dope house. You know, so it's best just to not associate like one-on-one with people from treatment. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So Robin, my ex-husband, my the father of my children. 4 years, but is it? Yeah, it's 4 years now. 4 years, excuse me. 4 years ago, died of an OD, and we were both addicted together since we were 20. He actually gave me my first pain pill when I was 20. So we were very toxic. Um, oh, oh, was this very recent, Robin? Oh, oh, I see. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. You wish you had been with him that day instead of. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Um, yeah. So I mean, I come from the perspective I've watched an addict for many, many, many years, and I've been an addict for many, many, many years. Oh, Robin. All right, you get a hold of me, hon. Okay, and you see the links at the bottom, and you take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I'll be thinking of you. Um, I've been there because I'm dual diagnosis, so I've had I, I just I self medicated my whole life. I was first put on antidepressants when I was 13. And I probably could. I don't remember actually ever not being depressed, to be honest with you. Um, but I think it was very much related to my environment as much as it was anything chemical. Uh, home sucked. My mother was awful. Uh, I'm very sensitive. So all those things. Yeah, you are not alone. We're not alone. Um, yeah, my email is probably the best way because I know the free hotlines. I agree. And you can in a pinch though you can always text. You don't have to call. They are AI, huh? I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't actually had to like use 988. You know what? Quick little story. Um, I had a one time I called. I did one time when I was like 18 or 19. I called the suicide hotline and was put on hold forever. And then they took my number and told me they would call me back, and never did. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, luckily I'm still here because that would easily send somebody over the edge. That would just like push them right over. Like what the fuck is going on here? It's insane. Yeah. Okay. So they've not gotten any better. uh, oh God. But yeah. So yeah, I would say email. It's just Irish at proton.me. But yeah, I mean, I'm on X, but I rarely check my DMs over there. I'm also in Discord. Discord works too. I think my inbox is open, so I don't block people. I don't, that kind of shit. So come right in. It's so bad. It is beefy. I mean, no, I'm laughing. I mean, it's just the ridiculousness of it, right? And then, and then, And this was the excellent care that I got. Then it wasn't, it was around the same time frame. It wasn't that night, but it was my suicide attempt. This was before I had children, or whatever. And it was a suicide attempt, and I took like a whole bottle of sleeping pills, Restoril, and like I just got it filled, so I had a whole month's worth. I took a whole month's worth. The next thing I know, because my boyfriend and I broke up, and that's the end of the world when you're a mess at 18. So yeah, definitely I have some stuff to deal with in my email today. Now I've got a positive reason to, sure, yeah. There you go. Otherwise, like I said, if you're on, who the hell fucking calls? Okay, stop calling me. Otherwise, if you're in Discord, yeah. Well, I woke up at getting off a gurney, because I mean I probably would be dead if my boyfriend, because my boyfriend grabbed his shit and left, and I was like, fuck this place, So I took all these pills, and I was just chilling in my living room. That's the last thing I remember. I remember him coming back in like he forgot something, or I don't know what it was. It's very vague. What did you do? What did you do? That's all I remember. And so I'm getting up off the gurney, and they pump my stomach, and then it was like they get you up and they send you over to this little window. This is a Milwaukee County hospital, okay? This is, everybody goes, good, very good place now, but not so much then. So they send you to this little window, and they go through, like, you could tell it's like a questionnaire, like they're ticking boxes. Yes, be fancy. See? Things happen for a reason. I'm still here. If I'm still here, there's a reason I'm here, and I shouldn't fucking squander, the difference I could possibly make. So I shouldn't be squandering that. Like I said, hope dealer. I should put that on I should change that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be snark bitch anymore for now. I'll be hope dealer. But they basically, ask you, are you going to do this again? And I know I had other like medications and stuff that they took out of my apartment and had in a bag in a locker, and I knew it. And they're asking me, well, are you going to do that again? Like, literally, I just got off the gurney. Okay. You're going to do that again? I'm like, nope. And I'm thinking, I just want to go home and take the rest of my pills that I got, and they let me go. Ain't that awesome? So I went home and did it again, and ended up waking up the next morning, fortunately, on my own. And then I went to the hospital on my own. And I was at Milwaukee County Mental Health Complex for 3 weeks. That's a whole episode. Ooh. But I had a similar thing played, but I played it off like I accidentally took too much when I came to the hospital. I never looked at the records, praying they didn't take my meds. Yeah. There was no playing anything off for me. They knew what was up, But yeah, that hospital is a whole episode. It's like I have so many, like I used to when I was, okay, my first rehab was when I was 15. I went to a rehab for a month. Got out of the rehab. I stayed sober for 4 years. Went to meetings every day, 12-step meetings and stuff every day, and had a really good. They probably didn't believe you. Yeah, no, they know what's up. That's why, like, I've had to go into the emergency room. I mean, this sucks when you have a big fucking infection in your arm from shooting dope, you know, because there you got dope that's probably been up somebody's ass and you're putting it in your veins, you know. It's like you go in with some kind of infection in your arm and there's no lying. I mean, I didn't give a shit at that point. I'm like, yeah, I shoot dope, you know, and they're like, all right. So they give you your antibiotics and send you on your way. But yeah, so I don't lie to anybody about shit. Not even, I don't know. I am who I am, you know. I don't have much shame about shit. Um, or embarrassed. It's hard to embarrass me, really. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Robin. It was, I don't remember what it was exactly. I think it was cellulitis or some shit that I got, but a couple weeks or a week of antibiotics and it went away. But thank God it wasn't in my neck because I used to shoot in my neck too. That would have been horrible on my neck. But yeah, I used to think that too, Robin. And I used to think, no way, because I when I was younger, I was very much against needles, very much like no way. But it just shows you where, you know, after 20 years of using, just shows you, you know, you always want to up the ante. You know, you always want to, yeah, very, very ashamed. Yeah, no, no, girl, no, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You came out of it, you know? We're fucking survivors, man. Yes. And then what sold 9 years ago was when, like, I would say 10 years ago then, was when I'm guessing fentanyl started hitting the scene in Milwaukee because all of a sudden people were falling out like fucking crazy, like Walgreens bathrooms, McDonald's fucking parking lots, ODs everywhere. And you know, addicts, they're like, where'd you get that shit? You know, where'd you get that? That's fire. Where's that fire at? You know? I mean, it's so sick, right? People are falling out and dying, and we're like, where'd you get that? I mean, I don't ever mistake my laughter for insensitivity, but it's fucking ridiculous. Yep, there but for the grace of God go I. Yes, warriors. We are warriors. And you know, anybody that comes out of it, that because you got there ain't nobody going to do it for you but you. And addicts typically are really good at avoiding any kind of responsibility or accountability or work. So when an addict comes out and starts doing the work and takes accountability and really looks inside, that's a fucking warrior right there. You know, you can't deny it. Can't deny it. You know, just like, you know, anybody, I mean, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm, you know, trauma survivor. I mean, I've survived, been surviving my whole life, you know? Uh, yeah, so, but yeah, so like everybody was falling out, and it was like, what the hell? You know, I fell out a few times. I mean, you know, I'm fucking blue. You know, I mean, I've had to Narcan people. I've had to call 911. One time I was walking, like, this is how addiction and addict behavior is. Okay, me and my boyfriend one day, one nice summer day downtown, that we had to literally take, it was a 2 hour bus ride every fucking day because we lived in a suburb at the time, every day to take a bus down to downtown Milwaukee to score, you know, because that's not crazy. And so we're walking, we're waiting, we just scored. We meet our guy at McDonald's, we get our shit. We're walking to the bus stop, which was like one block up, one block over. Okay, so we get to the corner, we're walking past this bus stop, and this lady, like, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and this lady's sleeping on the bench on the bus stop, you know? I mean, I just looked at her, I'm like, damn, walked right by her, you know? And as soon as I passed her, this van pulls up. He's like, "Hey, go check her. I think she's ODing." I'm like, "All right." I was like annoyed, kind of, like, "All right, man," So I go over there. Sure shit, no pulse. And I'm like, bro, and he's already calling 911, and I'm like, bro, you better tell him to step it up. She ain't got no pulse. But so they came. They had to hit her 3 times. They got her up. She woke up swinging. But I thought she was just drunk. I was gonna leave her sleep it off, and because it's not uncommon to see in the downtown Milwaukee. It's just, but there were angels that day. So yeah. But the thing that kills me is I walked right by that lady. I walked right by her because that's how desensitized I was. Like, that's how normal that shit was to me. So it is. It's sad how it was a sad state of affairs. And every day thinking, I gotta stop this shit. I gotta stop this shit. But you don't want to get dope sick, so you don't stop that shit. And at that time, you had to kick for a couple days before they'd give you Suboxone. And I'm like, fuck that. Like, no, that's not happening. So that not wanting to be dope sick kept me using for probably a decade longer. Yep, a decade longer than that. I probably got clean many years earlier if I didn't have to go through the dope sickness. That's what keeps you chained to it, and that's just the fact. Yep, and you can't function without it. And the fear. I mean, I literally, and I'm sure a lot of people do, I literally have PTSD from all the dope sickness. Like, it was, for a long time, it was a daily thing. You wake up sick, and you got to go fucking take a 2-hour bus ride and then walk around downtown Milwaukee, hope your guy shows up, and you're fucking dope sick. And, it causes PTSD. It's like, man, there have been a couple times for whatever reason that I get like restless legs, and I'm like, no, yes, the mornings are awful, but I would get restless legs, and I'm like, no, like, I mean, I used to, if I was dope sick like in the middle of the night and I had to wait till morning, I would like get in my tub in scalding hot water, trying to get my legs to calm down. And yeah, so that fear is real, and it leaves you scarred. You'll never forget it. You'll never forget it. And I just think, I never have to do that again. That's what I told myself when I finally checked into detox, because I kicked cold turkey. Yeah, I just, I didn't, the place I checked into, until you know you're close. Yes, I get yes. Yeah, until you know you're close, then you're fine. You're all good. Tons of chronic pain too. Yes, you got it. Yep. I have chronic pain too. I have my back looks like a pretzel, so more like an S actually. But yeah, so, and that's the thing too, is it's really hard to stay clean when you're dealing with pain. I mean, I was in a pain clinic for like 8 years. I had a pain pump, as a matter of fact, with Dilaudid in it. That was awesome because I never would get sick, because I would still get pain pills on top of it that I would eat in 3 days, a month's worth, So, I mean, it's never enough. It's never ever enough, like, oh, I feel good now, but I can feel better. One's good, two's better. So, but yeah, I had a pain pump. I finally had that taken out a couple years ago. But now I just kind of deal with it, like I take Lyrica and a lot of ibuprofen. So, and that was a good deal you had momentarily. What do you mean, when you copped, or when you, was it good? Momentarily. Not sure what you mean. But yeah, dealing with chronic pain and trying to stay clean, it can be really hard. But I noticed that after I got off everything, um, and it was off everything for a while, I physically felt a lot better because it's like a opioid dependency type of, it's where, just like, because I was on benzos too for like 8 years. My brain is mush from those. But see, now I just forgot what I was going to say. Proving my point. Oh, rebound. Yeah. Yeah. Rebound pain. Exactly. And yeah, and it's like it's so the pain, like the more pain medication you take, the worse your pain really gets. You're really doing yourself a disservice, So just same with benzos. The more you take for your anxiety, the worse you get. Like I was a shut-in for 5 years. Yeah, and if you can take them right, then hey, I could never have a prescription for anything and take it right ever, ever. It just ain't happening. But I mean, I was on. After a couple years on benzos, I was a shut-in for 5 years. Like I literally didn't leave my house except to go to my doctor's appointment to get my benzos, and my pain pills. So I wouldn't go out my hallway to check my mail. My kids were teenagers. They would do the shopping, the banking, everything. So all it did was cripple me. I mean, I was severely abusing them, but yeah. So, but I forget the term, what it's called. It just makes it worse. Just makes pain worse. Just makes anxiety worse when you're abusing them. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have severe panic attacks. Oh, well, a lot of that came from I totaled my van, not at all totaled it, um, and it scared the shit out of me. I didn't drive for like 8 years after that. But what's up, Jinxie? What we talking about? Addiction mainly. How you doing, girl? How you feeling? All right, we're going in B Fancy's pocket. Um, Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah. So high as a fucking kite, and I totaled my van, brand new van, totaled that, and that was my second car that I totaled. But thank God I never ever hurt anybody. But so I didn't drive for 7 years after that. I was fucking traumatized because I didn't trust myself. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to start something here because there's a big need for some education and a place to talk and a place to there's a need around here. So I'm thinking, feeling it out. um so yeah, but anyway, long story short, I didn't drive for many years. For a long time it was education on nodding. Yeah, if need be. You think I'm right? What am I right about? I mean, besides everything. Oh yeah. See, I just forgot what I said two minutes ago. You don't drive now. Take the bus. I don't drive. Yes. Oh, Los Angeles. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I have driven. I don't have a car now, but and that's why I'm right in the middle of the city now because I needed the buses. So, um, but yeah, I didn't trust myself. Didn't until I got sober. Then I would drive. you know. But because you really do, like I said yesterday, you really do think you're going to be good. Like you walk out to your car and you're like, I'm fine. What the fuck, you know? Like I'm cool. And then all of a sudden, you're waking up in the ditch, or you're waking up like rear-ending a car that's sitting still, and you're doing 45. You know, that's never good. Never. So I was lucky I didn't get a DUI for that. I was really lucky. A cop actually drove me home. So, but yeah, I think because I went on Jinxie, I went on Granny's yesterday, Granny's panel, because she was talking about, she was playing that video by Just Saying, um, you know, basically showing Brittany like this is what this, you know, we were discussing the video because just showing all of her on camera, just fucking wasted, and yeah, so yeah. I don't know if you're saying, "Oh Lord," to me going on. I did, and piggies are flying. Oh, the say, yeah, I do. I love Just Saying videos too. Um, here, whoops, stop. What's happening? Okay, let me do this. But so yeah, so I was like, man, and I've been consuming too much of this bullshit, and I just had shit to say, you know. And let's see, there we go. There you go, Jinxie. I don't know. Yeah, I went on Granny's. If you want to drop Just Saying's link, if you can find it, Just Saying 9, I think it is. I could find it too, but if not, no biggie. Um, yeah. So, but I went back because I didn't read the chat while I was up there, and then when I got down, I didn't watch the rest of it. I went back later in the day and watched it to read the chat because I knew I was missing a lot of messages or a lot of questions or whatever comments. And I was like, wow, there's really a fucking need for people want to talk about this. That's why I titled it We Need to Talk, you know, because there is a need. And maybe that's something I can do. Thank you, honey. Maybe that's something I can do to give back a little, you know? So that's all. That's all I'm doing here. I haven't I haven't had anyone come in trolling me yet, so that's a good thing. Or yelling at me. I was half expecting that, but so so Granny and Granny was cool with me because you know I've been pretty critical, um, so I appreciated her letting me go up there. Um, wonder, you know what? Let's see. Let me do this. Let me do this. Hold on. Hold on. Do you have hold on PTSD, y'all? That sure as fuck do. Alright. Let me get that. Then Sorry, typing. Addiction. Awareness. Alright, oh. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop. Whoops. What am I doing? What am I doing? There it is. Alright, there's the stream. Yeah. I do see a lot more maturity in her lately, you know? I'll say that. I'll definitely say that. But if you didn't see the stream, you maybe go watch it. Let's see. Here we go. I don't understand the whole. Let's see. Yeah, although I don't understand the whole granny thing, but that's cool. Y'all work together without animosity. And, you know, that's my whole point is I am, you know, I could have someone, I don't have sworn enemies, but if I did and they needed help getting out of addiction or some guidance, I would absolutely do it. Because that's what's important in this world. And I'm just kind of over the petty, stupid bullshit. Like I sit back and watch all these live streams, and I think this is so stupid. Why? This is so stupid. You know, like who cares? Who fucking cares what that so and so said this and you know, like I've had people come out and drag me for filth, lie about me, this and that, you know, whatever. And I'm like, all right, go on with your bad self. You know, I've corrected a couple things. I've said, yes, you did. Jinxie, you know. You know, we got to do that again. That was fun. Yes, I'm to that point too. But and you know, I can tell when I need to back off because like I'm watching this bullshit unfold over there with Brittany, and you know it's like it's high week, so this week and every month it's the same, and I get pissed every fucking month, and if I always say if I could until the ghosting, yeah, that wasn't a personal ghosting. That was just a me fucking disappearing ghosting. But I've told you that. But yeah, you know, it's like I'm watching and I can't look away. And I'm like, if I could kick my own ass, I would. I would. Because of why the fuck am I watching this? It just makes me mad. And it's fucking irritating. And then, oh, I can't afford Christmas. It's your fault, y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? Oh my God. I got myself started now. I got myself started. It is the new age soap opera. It is, for sure, Be Fancy. You ain't lying. Because it is. It's like reality TV. But it's really real. You know, like these are real people. And I think that gets lost a lot around here. Like when people are picking on other people. The greatest accent impression. Sorry, I'm wheezy. I got breathing issues, man. I have asthma. No, I don't. I actually don't have asthma. I'm just a chronic smoker. But I forgot what I was saying again. Use YouTube as Netflix. It is like it, yeah, reality TV. But you know, I think a lot of people forget that these are like real people with real lives, and like a lot of people think it's like there's some people around here that have like main character syndrome, or they're just completely, I'll say it, narcissistic. I hate saying narcissistic, but I do. I did. That, you know, I think when they look around, they see everybody around them as just like players in their game of life. Like they're not real. Well, you know, so it's like this weird, it's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me how the human behavior. That's what drew me to this shit. And now here I am. I'm fucking stuck. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Yeah, I just watch, but I do like a lot of the people and don't understand the hate they all have for each other. Yeah. Like, I don't hate nobody here because I don't really fucking know anybody here. Even the people that done me fucking really dirty that I thought were like my internet friends, people that have done some really nasty shit, I don't even fucking hate them, you know? It's like, I just keep it moving. I'm like, okay, close that book, move on, you know? I'm just, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not going to get in a back and forth with somebody. If someone says something that I really need to say, whoa, skirt, hold on, bitch, you know, then I'll do it. But it'll be short and sweet. It ain't going to be no fucking, you know, dragging. It's going to be, look, this is what happened. Here's my receipts, because I will come with them, you know. Yeah, yeah. You know, like, people reading out my fucking private messages and fucking putting out, you know, talking about shit that I told them in private and making a big joke of it, you know, like that ain't cool. I don't do that shit, you know. I wouldn't why, you know. I mean, you've clearly already proven to me that you're not worth my time, so yeah, whoops, yep, I didn't do as bad as some today. Winning. Yeah, came and thought I could find cool internet friends, but learned this isn't like video shit. I used to go and all these people. Yeah, they do go real life. It's like, what the fuck? You know? It's like, get pissed at me, so you're handing my fucking docs over to people? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, you know? Like, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just keep it moving. You know what? That's an awful feeling, isn't it, Robin? It's, you feel invisible, but you know, that's like that's an important part of like our outreach, because we you know, hand things out to the homeless, food, clothing, hygiene, you know, stuff like that. Yes, and I see you, Rob. I was gonna say that, Jinxie. um but it's really important for us. You know, we're a little small crew. We got like, you know, 5 people. But we all agree that we're there for the same reasons, and we want to make sure that, you know, the people the number of people we contact each day, we call them touches, you know, because it's like not actual physical touching, but you know, if we helped 50 people today, let's say, oh, 50 touches, you know, because we just want to make sure that, because homeless people are generally invisible, or people verbally, sometimes physically spit on them, you know, and they're you know, judged all the time, and you know, so I just want them to know that, you know, I see you and you're not invisible. You matter. You know, it sounds kind of lame, but it makes a difference. I'll never forget one time I was sitting downtown Milwaukee, sitting on a stoop, waiting for the bus after I copped, and my boyfriend had run around the corner to go buy like 2 cigarettes. This thing of the fucking Lucy's. You can't hardly. You got to go to the north side for those. You can't find them over here no more. But anyway, so I'm sitting there by myself, and this dude's walking by me, and I'm fucking ragged as hell, all sick and fucking, you know, unshowered and shit. And he walked by, he's like, hello, beautiful. And he just kept walking. And I was like, and I just said hi, right? I'm like, hi. And I was like, wow, he just kept walking. I'm like, hey. Oh shit, my fucking Amazon is here. I think they'll just leave it. Worst doorbell ever. I don't know if you heard that, but it makes me jump through the fucking roof all the time. But I said to the guy, I'm like, oh, I haven't bought a loose. Okay, I know, me either. Haven't had to. I could actually buy a pack if I want to now because I don't spend all my money on drugs. But anyway, he kept walking by me, and I'm like, hey, I said, hey. He's like, yeah. He turns around. I'm like, do more of that, man. I said, you made my day. He's like, oh, So, I mean, it was like, you never know what's going to hit somebody when. That's why I say nice shit to people all the time because I remember that. Yeah, so no need for Lucy's. Yes, reality TV you can comment on. Hello, AJ, aka Audrey. AJ, I'll call you AJ. How about that? Yeah, it's. What do you mean it's not real though? I mean, it's all. I could take that a couple ways. It's not real. Like, expand on that. But that's exactly what it is. Reality TV you can comment on. Absolutely. Oh, Lacey. I'm sorry, honey. I was talking and talking, and then, but I'm seeing you now. Oh, I see you. I see you everywhere, Lacey. I see you everywhere. And the feeling invisible is usually just that, feeling invisible. Like I remember feeling that way in school, because I didn't need like the help that other kids needed or whatever. So I kind of was under the radar, and I felt invisible like that. Like I just I understand that, and dealing with depression a lot and anxiety. It's very common, but a lot of times it's worse to us than it really is because I know for me, I tend to exaggerate everything that that I think as far as how people or that kind of thing. All right, let's see. I think what you just said and did. Oh, thank you, Robin. If you're talking to me, thank you. I try, and that's what like. I just want to break. I think people need a place to go where it's not all bullshit and you fat ass and shit like that. It's, I don't feel if I don't like you, it's not because you're fat. It's like there's better reasons. There's better reasons. All right, so I asked to say so. Let me Parts of it aren't real, like the major players and communities. They are here for oh, it's a business, absolutely. And then the players are also some subs, but then you have real people who are subs. Oh, thank you. Yep, I love that avatar. I always have a hard time choosing between my normal Buddha and but I do like the cheer up fuck face for when I'm on panel. But yeah, like there's no need. Yeah, it has to be. And like even with Britney, I don't just well, I can't even. I don't know. It's not. It's more like it's more frustration than anything, and it's the fact that uh, it's so triggering to people. Me being one of them. Um, Fortunately, I'm
I've learned enough and been sober long enough and work hard enough that if it were to threaten my sobriety, I wouldn't be here. um, but it is very triggering, and it that pisses me off. Like, I get angry, I get stabby, 10 knives, not two. Um, and listening to the gaslighting, like it's all like it's everybody's fault. We're all just like, water's dry, y'all. Water is dry. You're not seeing what you're seeing. You're not seeing what you're seeing. And then listening to steak dinners, 3 freezers of food, eating takeout every day. Thanks for the alcohol. Whatever the fuck she's putting in her body, and then begging for fucking Christmas. Don't even start. Don't even start. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is happening here? Like, and people give her money. Like, no thanks. I stopped paying for booze and drugs years ago. Not gonna start again. Like, that's what I think. Like, what is wrong? It is infuriating. It's fucking infuriating. And then to blame around here for you not being able to beg properly online for Christmas for your fucking kids, cash only, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get the entire fuck out of here. I mean, like, really? The entitlement is off the fucking chain. Oh my god. She got a bad case of it. She got a bad case of a lot of shit. The fucking entitlement. And you can tell this bitch never ever like has truly suffered in her life. Because you know what? That's why I watch all this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? Jinxie, there's bigger shit in life, right? You just went through some bigger shit. There's bigger shit in life. Stop fucking whining. Stop fucking whining. Like, people on the internet are picking on you, bitch. Don't listen. You know what I did when people started fucking doxing me and putting fucking, cam slips up and fucking picking apart everything on my face or my teeth or my, they're doing all this shit. You know what I did? I didn't watch. My friends would say, look what so-and-so said. I'd be like, don't send me that shit, man. Sorry, be my friend and don't send me that shit. I'm on a need to know. Yeah, measles. Oh. But yeah, I told my friends, I'm like, I'm on a need to know basis. Like, if someone comes after my kids, that's need to know. Okay? That's it. Before I was doxxed, I'm like, if someone's doxing me, I need to know. That's it. Fucking A, man. Why isn't it? Oh, yeah. When she scoffed at the $8,000 and said, "Nah, that's a couple bills and some groceries." I lost my. Oh my girl! I forgot about that. The measly 8K, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I mean, literally, I won't. I don't even want to say. People struggle during Christmas, girl, and I have pride, and I have, like, I would be fucking ashamed to be doing that shit. She has no shame. She has no shame. None. To have the fucking nerve to scam 10 grand off people in July and fucking waving around all your fucking new gear. Get the entire fuck out of here. Nope. Not today. Not today. I mean, you can fuck all the way off with that. Go charge your Best Buy card and, you don't have a mortgage. This is all shit that we know because of her. You talk about your takeout every day. Craig in the background, thanks for the alcohol. when they were getting birthday money for one of their kids, because she always has to announce their birthdays, so they get they get the hookup, which is gross. I mean, 4th year in a row, grift miss. What the entire fuck? What? And then to have the nerve to say, I don't even know what I would put on a list, y'all. Like basically, send me cash. Oh, here's my PayPal. I got my PayPal back up. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And you know what? It's not even the infuriating part. It's not even that she does that. It's that people give it to her. People give it to her. So, if she keels over from an overdose one day, or, something tragic happens, due to her addiction or Craig's addiction, pat yourself on the back. That's like handing someone a loaded weapon to give an addict money. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, what the fuck is it? Wake the fuck up, people. Go ahead. It gets me. Yep. You can tell. I agree. You can tell she never had it bad like that. Spoiled. It's gross. I couldn't beg. I definitely couldn't take large amounts of. Oh, exactly. Random subs that need their money. Me either. Me either. I mean, it's good to have a place for subs to chat like this. Good. That's my goal. Talk about the shit that actually matters. The in addiction. That's my thing. That's my jam. Like you want to come out here acting a fucking fool, and then I pointed out in someone, I'm in someone's chat watching her on camera, not out, and fucking wasted, and me saying she's wasted, she's faded, and then I get shamed. I get shamed because I don't know. You don't know for sure. You don't really know. You're not in that house, bitch. Stop it. Stop it right now. Because like I said yesterday on Granny's panel, this is my analogy. If I get up in the morning and there's a foot of snow on the ground, do I have to have seen it snow to know that it snowed? Do I? Do I really? Or do I just know it snowed? It's like that. It's like that. So that's what I got to say. I'm not gonna just. I can't believe the people that go and sit in her chat, and she's fucking snoring and slurring, and they just sit there, and you come in there and say she's sleeping and get screamed at. Y'all are stupid. Anybody in that chat supporting this is a fucking moron. A fucking moron. And you really need to log on YouTube for a little bit and come back to fucking reality. Because what in the actual fuck are you doing? Let's just pretend that we don't see what the fuck is happening, the big elephant in the room. We'll just pretend and cover for her. Reality? What the fuck is your problem? What in the actual fuck? Yes, people. Sorry, I'm getting going now. I'm I'm new to this, so I'm not good at reading chat. If I miss stuff, I do go back and read. Yeah. But like reality up there, screaming at anybody. You don't know her personally. Neither do you, bitch. Neither do you. Are you in her house? No. And you know what? I see you, reality. I see that type. And her and Brittany, one and the same. Because like, I'll put it this way. My mother-in-law was a complete fucking, denial. I can't even explain the denial. Her son, my husband, for 20 plus years, who was a complete fucking asshole, her son did no wrong ever. And since birth. And you know what that created? a psychopath. That's what that created. You know? So when you're enabling people and saying, oh, that they're not doing anything wrong, or they're never wrong, or there's a problem, like you have a problem, go to Al-Anon, do something, fucking A. Like, what? It's amazing to me that you get to be 60 years old in life and you're still doing shit like this. Like, get help. Get help. You're going to help her right into a fucking grave, reality. That's what you're going to do. And all them people sitting in that chat giving her fucking money and making excuses for her. Making excuses for her. Get a job. Get a fucking job. I mean, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. We can see it. We can see the fucking crash coming. We can see it. She ain't seeing it. She ain't seeing it. And if she does see it, well, let's get a little higher so we don't have to think about it. Because that's what addicts do. That's what I did for 30 plus years of my life. So I get it. So she's not looking. She's doing everything she can to avoid everything in life, avoid the truth. Yeah. She is. She's like, and what the fuck? Can I just be petty? I know y'all will love it if I'm petty, but okay, so reality, when she's up there fucking snoring, try talking. Try saying something. Like, you're not a good wingman at all. At all. And fucking fix the microphone. Fucking A, man. At least, like, speak directly into it. Can we? Oh my God. Like, how are people so? How do people have no? Yeah, no. How do people have no self-awareness whatsoever? Like, Brittany could do simple things that would really help her situation. Really simple. Like, stop eating into your microphone and sucking your teeth and, all that shit. That would be a good thing. That would be a good thing. Because, y'all, misophonia is a fucking curse. Because that shit makes me stabby, too. That's for all creators. Don't eat into your fucking mic. Don't do it. That's like a cardinal sin, I think. Oh, yeah. And then you fuck with the court. Whoops. Yeah, so everybody's picking on me. I mean, when you fuck with the court and they demand payment, the shit hit the fan, I think. Ticking time bomb in that house. Oh, yeah. When Craig finds out, yes, it's awful, right, Jinxie? It's awful. Like, you want to see me go from 0 to homicidal in about 10 seconds? Start chewing in my ear. But yeah, wait till Craig finds out, like, what's really going on. Last night he's like, oh, are they still talking about that? About the RICO? Yeah, bitch. You're gonna be in for a rude awakening. I mean, can you imagine? I'll just say this: our secrets keep us sick. That's all there is to that. I mean, wow. I worry about her kids. That's what infuriates me. That's the part that infuriates me. The fact that people are supporting her and ignoring the fucking issue, and the fact that there are children in that house. It's a fucking house of horrors. And I said it. It's a house of horrors. What the fuck? I mean, at least I was not the best mother growing up. What for my kids growing up? Uh-oh, comes the boss. Catch you. Okay. Bye, AJ. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'll think of what I was going to say in a second. But, yeah. Oh, that's like the two things is, now I can only think of the one thing, the people who support her, and something else. I'll think of it in a second. You know how that goes. Some of you. Anywho. Anywho. Breathing. Amber, my love. Hello. How are you? Let me see here. It's good to see you. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, breathe. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, we got. I always got whip off course, girl. I don't have a course. I don't feel tardy. Tardy for the. Oh my God, that's. Girl, I was a huge Housewives fan. New York, Housewives of New York was my fucking jam. Ramona, she's got the trophy, man. The song bombed me. So, you ain't sorry, bitch. You just did that shit. Oh, yeah, that Kim, she got into some weird trouble. I think not too long ago she was in the headlines for some bullshit. I forget what it was. Something with her ex, Ramona, with her Pinot Grigio. The Pinot, the Pinot, bringing her own fucking wine. I can't hate on her though, because I used to do that shit. If I didn't think you were gonna have something I could drink it, I'd be bringing it for sure. It might be stuck in my purse, but I'm bringing it. Kim Zolciak, yeah, her football husband went nuts, and his friends found out she was cheating again. Are they still together? I thought they were getting divorced. She was always a weirdo. She's like legit, I think, like a sociopath or something, because she just like doesn't give a fuck about anything except Plunder did. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to, yeah, because she just never gave a fuck about anything except what she could buy next and her wigs, you know. So yeah, they're divorced now. Okay, she with another man. Okay, up to her old tricks again. Oh yeah, she's a scammer. She fucking rented that big old house to make herself look rich. I thought that was funny. The house was like, I forget how much their rent was there, but oh, and Ramona and Luann, what a fucking that bitch. God, her arrest video was hilarious. Let me out of here! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Whatever the fuck she was saying. Oh, really? She recruited the kids. That's really gross. That's really gross. And the Duchess. Yeah, the Duchess. Fucking loser. It's her whole identity. Yeah, that video was crazy, right? See, okay, so I need to take the time. I'm going to ask someone. There's a few people I could ask that will help me figure out how to fucking share my screen. Because look, we went through this whole last time. So I don't know what I'm going to show here, but I don't care because this computer is only for fucking YouTube. So whatever comes up, I don't give a shit. But I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. Share, select window or screen. I always get caught up with this shit. Select window or screen. StreamYard Studio, Original Pro, Mozilla, Firefox. See, I do this.